Hey guys, do you know anyone, or maybe you are someone who would like to drive or do some other similar activity but can't because of restricted vision? Well, there could be a solution to that, and I'm here with Belinda, who's going to talk to us about things I've never heard about and could well be the gateway to a new lifestyle for some people with restricted vision. So, Belinda, What are we talking about here exactly?
Great, thanks very much, Robert. This here is actually called a bioptic telescope device, or bioptic glasses. There are many different types of bioptics. This one is a Ocutek brand, and it's a Kelleprin telescope that has a set of prism mirrors inside that projects from one eye and then out the other side of the bioptic. You can get other bioptics that have just a normal telescope sitting out here as well, but essentially what this allows me to do is to be able to meet the requirements for the vision test here in Australia.
Vision test for driving?
Yes. Okay. So in Australia we have the Assessing Fitness to Drive guidelines that are owned by the Transport Council, and they have certain requirements for driving.
Right.
And so because my vision is so poor, I can't actually meet those requirements to drive naturally. So when I use this bioptic, it allows me to meet and exceed those requirements.
Wow. So is your vision poor in both eyes or just one? Or?
Both. These will help people who have central vision loss.
Right.
So what that means is your vision is restricted in the central field. If you have periphery vision loss, this will not help you, but it allows you to be able to not just pass the test but also use it, because using it makes you a safer driver. Okay. So I'll just demonstrate how you actually use the bioptic telescope.
Right, so just before we do it, basically you couldn't meet the vision requirements by a little way or a long way? Or
a very long way.
Okay.
A very long way.
With this device you can, and that allows you to drive.
Yes.
So when did you say you got your driver's licence?
Well, I only got my driver's licence about 3 years ago.
Right. And that was because of the vision?
Correct, yes. Okay. So I was born with this condition. Yeah. It's quite a rare condition, but at the same time...
What's the condition called?
It's called achromatopsia. Okay. Yep, and so there are many different central vision conditions around, such as macular degeneration, retinitis pigmentosus, people who have albinism, so you see people who have lack of pigment in their skin or lack of pigment in their eye, ocular albinism. These are generally central vision loss conditions, glaucoma, for example, and all these people who have vision loss either through, say, an accident or a degenerative eye disease, or who have been born with the condition, can actually benefit from bioptics.
Cool. So how does it work?
Yeah. Okay. So how it works is you just wear them like a normal spectacle,
right? And
it sits on top of the spectacle.
Yeah.
And when you're driving, you tilt your head to look into the bioptic for 1 to 2 seconds only, and then you lift your head up again to get the complete field of vision of what you're viewing, and you stay in your lens vision for about 8 to 10 seconds, and then you dip your head again for about 1 to 2 seconds. The whole purpose of the bioptic is to allow you to spot obstacles. You're not to be using it all the time, and you don't need to use it all the time. So it essentially allows you to assess danger situations in front of you from a long distance, and wearing a bioptic will make you a safer driver if you are a low vision driver.
Okay. Yep. Can we take a close look at the
sure.
camera? So,
okay,
so let's show it a bit up here so you guys can kind of see that. So basically the light comes in at this point here, and then you can turn it around and you can see that's where it comes out there. Okay. And how much is one of these devices?
Well, they're not cheap. You can get them from about $2,500 upwards. Yeah. There are some cheaper models, but the better the more pricey models are better quality and they do last longer. The only way to get these for driving, by the way, is to be assessed by somebody who has expertise in these devices, and unfortunately in Australia there are very few experts, and that's something that we're trying to change, and I say we.
So if people are more interested in this, you've got a Facebook page for that?
I do.
Okay, what's that called? We'll put it in the links.
Thank you. It's called Bioptic Drivers Australia.
Okay.
It's a Facebook page, and we also have a website as well.
Okay. So people Google Bioptic Drivers Australia, they'll find it. Okay,
that's right. Yeah.
I'll put a link in there as well. That's fantastic. And what are these extra goggles?
So because of my particular condition, and this is why you need to be assessed by somebody who knows something about bioptics, my condition requires additional adaptations so that I can drive more safely. I am completely colourblind, and I also am glare sensitive. So as a result of that, I need to wear tints during the day. So I have here 3 different sets of tints that I wear. This is the one that I wear most commonly, and they all come from an organisation called Noir, which is Noir Medical, a organisation in America, and the people who own the Occutech product cut them for me specifically. So the way this operates is you put the bioptic in here, like this. And then you put it on your face, and you put a band around so that you're cutting out the glare. And I also need a lens cap on top of that because of the glare sensitivity that I have. Okay. So this allows for cutting out glare from all different sides, and I have a lighter red one for poor weather conditions, and I have a very dark one for very bright days. Okay. And so to answer the question as to why these are red because I'm completely colourblind, and in my natural state I actually cannot see red or orange traffic lights, brake lights or indicator lights. So by wearing red...
So you can't see them at all?
I can't see them at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and by wearing red tinted lenses, I can then see them during the day. During the night, it's different. I can see them, but during the day, I cannot. Now, by wearing red, that cuts out green. So that means that I've got a brown lens on top of the bioptic, so that when I use my bioptic, I can dip down and see the green light. So in combination, I see all lights now, and from a very long distance as well.
So you passed your test, was it just only a couple of years ago?
Yes.
And then you just got into four-wheel driving.
I have.
And I've met you today on a four-wheel drive course. What have you been driving?
So at the moment I'm driving my partner's car, which is a Ford Ranger Wild Track, and it's so much fun. And I never... First of all, I never thought I'd be able to drive because I was always told I cannot drive, which is a lie. And so four-wheel driving is just completely out of the spectrum for what I anticipated that I would be doing. And I particularly thought that I would have difficulty with tight areas, but I actually did quite well today.
So is this your first time four-wheel driving?
Yes, it is. Yes, this is my first time four-wheel driving.
And you didn't have any problems with vision?
No.
Even getting close to those trees and so forth?
Yeah, no. Close to the trees was no problem.
Yeah.
I did pretty well. It was great.
Yeah.
No, I was really surprised. Yeah. I didn't expect that I would be able to progress as much as I did, but being taught techniques overcomes the vision issue. Yeah. That's great.
So just about sort of 3 years ago, you never thought you'd be driving a four-wheel drive off-road and tough terrain?
Never.
And it's thanks to this sort of technology.
That's right.
To do that.
Yeah.
Well, look, that's amazing because we want to make four-wheel driving and any form of driving really accessible to as many people as possible. So when I saw Belinda with these bioptics, I was pretty excited to find out about them. So we've made this video, and hopefully it can be shared around and given to people who maybe are also in the same place as Belinda, which is wanting to drive or do something else which requires vision, and it could possibly be that bioptics are the answer. So again, look out for Bioptic Drivers Australia, the Facebook page and the website. I'll put down the link, and maybe sometime, a few people's lives can be changed.
Wonderful.